Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? Angry Ranter here with vlog number 13 in the Angry Ranter Vlogs Series. So here we are on a bit of a gray overcast. It's starting to sprinkle right now. So it's kind of the reason I wanted to do this, because I wanted to do this, outside, but I wanted to do it before it potentially starts downpouring, just because there's that chance. There always is. Because the big thing to talk about today is the fact that today I had what I'm hoping will become a successful interview for a full-time position. Because of the nature of the confidentiality of my work, I'm not going to discuss it. All you need to know is that I was, as a social service worker, part-time in halfway houses, and I'm looking to move up to full-time. It'll be that hashtag overnight life, but of course it'll be permanento, which will be great because that'll fit in well with my plan to eventually move up to caseworker. The one thing I need to learn to do, and I know some of my friends can definitely attest to this, I need to learn to finish one thought before continuing with the next one, because then I never end up going back to the first thought, and it's like Reddit with a bunch of subreddits, except for it's like by the time I've posted the 18th subreddit or 18th sub thought, no one's posting in the first one anymore. We just want to go off of whatever the newest one is, sorting by new. Excellent. But I'm hoping, because this will perfectly align with my plan to become a caseworker within 2 years. And they even asked me, my boss and the other guy, because my boss and one of the caseworkers even asked me whether or not what my future plan is for the next 5 years, and I told him it was initially I was thinking about going back to school, and I'll talk about that in a later vlog, maybe tomorrow. I'll talk about sort of what I've been pondering now about the going back to school thing, because I'm thinking it might not happen for a while, just because, realistically, I'm just going to give a quick TLDR of my thought process. I haven't encountered any educational barriers in the job that I do yet. I haven't encountered a job that I'm experientially qualified for, but where they're like, listen, you need more education. I have nothing against going to uni, and I actually would love to have the university experience, but there are some life things that I want to get out of the way first, and I don't happen to be privileged in the cash department, so I can't just drop everything and do 4 years of uni. And, since I made it through 4 years of college, coming out of it with no debt, because you can work a part-time job and stay at home, and if your parents won't charge rent, you can very easily make it through that process. It's their way of helping me, and I respect that, and I love them for it. But I'm going to just point out that the uni experience would not quite work the same way. At least, I don't feel it would. I don't feel it would personally, because the university experience is more expensive. It's like twice as expensive as what college was. College was like $2,500 a semester. Uni, you're looking at 5G. So I want to get myself, all that money set aside before I even start. And I'd also like to sort of move out and upgrade. And then kind of a big testament to me would be to do the batch and the masters while see, here we go. I'm actually talking about it instead of saving it. Oh well, this will make the vlog longer. It will, screw it, I'll keep talking about it. It will be a big testament to me to do the batch and the masters while living on my own, and that'll be a huge, middle finger to the people who didn't think I was going to make it anywhere. Because there are people, unfortunately, who doubt all of us, and we're all fully aware of it. But what I want to do is kind of just prove that there was no way I wasn't going to succeed. But it's a completely different kind of ball game getting into university. So I need like 40 G saved up Plus, I want to be in what I have dubbed as a stable and sustainable living situation. Living at home is definitely, sustainable, but it's not what I want to do forever. Nobody wants to do it forever. There are some people, maybe because of culture or whatever, where they will stay home and take care of their parents, or have their parents move in with them at a later date. But I've been both blessed and cursed in the way that I see it with a young family. Because having a young family means two things. First off, they'll be around forever. Second off, it means they'll be around forever. So you can imply both inflections as both positive and negative. With my parents barely pushing 40, with one in their late 30s and the other one in their early 40s. They're only 2 years apart, so 39 and 41 as of this exact moment. Even if I were to find a way to move out somehow in 2019, you're looking at 40 and 42. You're looking at 20 to 25 years before there's any settling down and any retiring or any talk of that kind of stuff. Actually, you might even look at 30 years. I think it'll be 30 years by the time they get a chance to to retire. 70 will be the new 65. But I'm just saying, because of that, I can basically go off and make my own way in the world, and I won't have to worry about them. Because the quote, them getting older thing won't really start for another about 10, maybe 15 years when they're in their mid-50s. But let's not rush to the mid-2030s, please. I ain't ready for that. We haven't even hit 2020 yet. Let's not rush. But essentially, I can really go get myself planted in the world, because I know that my one parent won't be turning 50 until I'm 31 or 32. Until I'm 32. So I mean, and the other one when I'm 34. And 50's not even old. There may have been a time when, even 30 was old. That might have been 50 years ago. Sometime in the 1970. I have to admit, it got really hard just a moment there to say that 50 years ago was 1969. But that roughly 50 years ago will be 1970. So, since we're entering into that new decade. But it's true. But it's true. And I mean, since there's all of that long time ahead of me, there's no need for me to want to, rush headlong into all this. And again, I'm going to bring back a point I made a few minutes ago. I'm not exactly, laced with the cashola at the moment. And because I'm not, that means that I have to kind of work to earn it and to earn that university experience. And I'm not taking the debt, because the no debt thing has become a part of one of my principles now. If I prove that I made it through 4 years of college without any debt, you're damn right I'm going to prove that I can make it through university, living on my own, paying the bills, because I've got other values. I really don't care about, having a partner, or I don't want kids or any of that garbage. At least for me, what I consider garbage. Might align with other people's values. Sure as hell doesn't for me. Just gonna stick it out solo, educate the crap out of myself, and then we'll see where we are in years down the road. Work and education. Two of the by far most important things. Actually, we'll say the top four most important things for me. Education, not schooling, education. And never stopping. Never stop learning. Work, something not just to keep busy, but to feel like you're contributing. 3, a positive social life. Being surrounded by people who share the same values as you, or at the very least similar values, or at the very least they push you towards your values without their values bringing you down. And then of course, last but not least, self-care and taking care of you, because there is only one of you. There are many other people out there, but only one of you. So you need to take care of that, and you need to find what your values are as well. Comment below what you think your values are. Would be interested to know. Share this vlog with friends and family, and let's try to grow that Angry Ranter audience. We are at 6 subscribers here. New episode of the Angry Ranter Show coming out later today. Gonna basically get home and post this first, so that way that you guys have a little something for today before we get to the episode of the show. You can check out me on Instagram at the Angry Ranter 2019, Twitter Levy_Marcus, and check out the show on Soundcloud, iTunes, and Spotify. All right, peace out till tomorrow.